Hello friends, this is the last part of explanation of 9th standard SS lesson number 14 geography. So in the last video we studied about the archipelagos. Okay, so here there is a picture showing the mainland of India, and this is the Lakshadweep Islands, where small different islands are also present, and they together form a group. So this is the main coaching center on the land, and from there you can reach these many Lakshadweep islands, small islands. Okay, so particular names are also given here. Moving on, this is the Andaman Nicobar Islands, okay, which is at the right side of our map. Okay, so here the main is Andaman Islands, and there are few small islands also. The names are in very small fonts, so it is not appropriately visible, but that's okay. This is just for reference. Those names are not compulsory to be learned. This is just for reference. So this is how they actually look, the archipelagos. Okay, this is how they actually look in the Bay of Bengal and Indian Ocean and Arabian Sea. This is a picture of archipelago. Okay, this is a small island, and it's a picture of it. So moving on, there are three types of rocks. Okay, I hope everybody knows that is rock is a composite matter which is made up of one or two minerals, and rocks are as hard and it is very soft, and they can be porous, non-porous, light, heavy, and various types of rocks are formed due to the different processes. So there are three main types: igneous, stratified, and metamorphic. Igneous, intrusive, extrusive. Intrusive in plutonic and hypabycal. Extrusive we have volcanic. Then stratified, also three: inorganic, chemical, and organic. Argineous, argillaceous, and conglomerate. And in organic we have calcareous and carbonaceous. Metamorphic we have contact and regional. This is very important for you to learn. We are studying it in detail in this video. Moving on, let's talk about igneous rocks. So in the intense heat of the interior in the earth, it is responsible for this type of rock. It is made in the very hot climate, and that's why the semi-liquid state is known as magma, and eventually this magma cools down and rocks are formed. So these are called igneous rocks, and in the formation of the crust of the earth, these rocks are the first one, and they are called the primary. At many places in Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, southern peninsula in India, such rocks are found. Then moving on, the stratified rocks. Igneous rocks disintegrate due to the collective effect of water and other forces, and that's why they are known as sedimentary rock. The broken rock material is constantly deposited in water. So these are called, they form different layers, and these are called stratified rocks. It is the coal and gypsum are obtained from Bihar and Jharkhand. Moving on, the metamorphic rocks are found in peculiar conditions. The form, composition, and characteristics of rocks are totally changed due to the combined effect of two factors. Totally new form is found, which is known as metamorphic. Marble and quartzite available in Rajasthan are the best examples. This is a picture of different types of rock. Which rock shows which. Granite and pumice are found in our homes also. The kitchen platform is usually made up of granite, and pumic stone is found in our bathroom. It is used for the clearance of our foot. Okay. Then these many rocks are found in different places. Okay. Marble, if you know, Taj Mahal is made up of marble. Okay. Gypsum is used commonly. Limestone is used commonly. Slate, we have also seen slate. So these are the forms of igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic rocks. Moving on, see, we already have done this. This is the part you have to learn, the clarification of mineral metal. Okay, so mineral is that matter which is formed due to the organic and inorganic natural processes and has a specific chemical composition. It is available from the interior of the earth in solid, liquid, and gaseous form. Minerals depend on the geological structure of the surface. Minerals such as iron, copper, nickel, gold, silver are found here. So in our routine life, there are 200 minerals which are used in our routine life, and a universal accepted classification of minerals is not at all possible. General classification is possible, which is as follows: metallic, non-metallic, and energy resources. Moving on, we have minerals such as iron, manganese, copper, bauxite, lead, mica, and limestone. So these many states are mentioned here. This is also a part of your textbook. It's for easy representation I have taken it, because sometimes what happens, your textbook and the other facts are different. So it's better you learn from your textbook only, and this is from your textbook only. Okay. Moving on, soil formation is because of the denudation of rocks. When rock break down, the surface of rock erode, and they break down in the factors like temperature, rain, snow, vegetation. Because of insects, they turn into a powdery form. Now this powdery form forms a layer. There are gravels, stones, pebbles, soil particles, etc., known as regolith. It contains only mineral contents, then the biotic matter, air, water are mixed, and finally soil is formed. Now this soil is a very long-term process, and it is divided into 6 types. In India, we find 6 types of soils, which is important for some or the other plant growth. Okay. So this is where we find different types of soil. Okay. If this is not clear, I'll help you. Okay, this is not clear. Alluvial soil is in yellow form. Then black is pink color showing here. So all the where we can see dark pink is red soil. Then green is for laterite. See here we can see laterite. Here we can see forest is brown. Okay, so this is forest soil found here, and desert soil is blue, which is found here in Rajasthan, because Rajasthan is a desert place. This is a very appropriate representation, and this is from your textbook only. Yeah, this is a picture of your textbook, so it's very important for you to memorize this. Moving on, there are different types of soil. The first is alluvial. It can be divided into khadar and bangar. Just now on the first step only we studied what is it. Okay, khadar is the fresh soil, and bangar is the old deposition of the soil. And generally this soil is sandy. It is good. It is found in its fertility is also very good. It is found in Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal. The next is black soil. It is mostly found in the Maharashtrian region. Then Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat. It can retain humidity for longer time. It is very sticky and fertile, and it is famous for the cotton cultivation. That's why it is known as black cotton soil, and it is also known as rigor soil. Red soil, it goes on its name. It is red in color. It is porous and fertile. It is seen in Goa, Tamil Nadu, and it has ferrous and humus contains. Ferrous is iron content, that's why it's red in color. Then laterite soil is because of the erosion by rain. Due to the heavy rain, the humus contents from the top soil descend into the lower strata, which is called leaching. Okay. They come down, and because of they come down in rain, it is known as leaching. Then as the soil contains less humus, it is less fertile, and such soil is found in mountainous region, and it is also red in color. Laterite soil is also red in color, so don't get confused between red and laterite. Then next two are mountainous soils. Humus content is very much in this. Then it differs from place to place. Such soil on Shivalik range is less fertile and less developed. The soil is sandy and porous and do not contain any humus. Such soil is found in the mountainous region of the country, such as Meghalaya, Arunachal Pradesh, Eastern Hill Ranges, Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu Kashmir. The next one is the desert soil. Such soil is found in the arid and semi-arid regions, that is no water regions or semi-water regions of Gujarat, Rajasthan, Punjab and Haryana. This soil here is more alkaline and has less humus content, and agriculture has been made possible in such soil only through irrigation. So this soil doesn't hold any water, there is zero humidity, there is no humidity here. So these many climatic feature, relief features are seen, a large diversity is seen, and because of that various crops are being grown in India. So that's all for lesson number 14. This is a pictorial representation of different types of soils. Okay, how they look. See, loamy, silty, clay, chalky, sand and peachy soil. Okay, all are part of this soils which we study. This is a pictorial representation. Desert soil, then loamy, alluvial, mountainous regions. Okay, main river bodies, and that's the end. Thank you for watching this video.